Alright, so I have a little bit of a clip breakdown here, and this came in 0 build ranked. So as you can see, I am rank elite at 98%, so literally one match away from getting champs. And I had 2 games back to back where something interesting happened. Now obviously from the title you can tell that someone emoted on me, and normally in ranked, it doesn't happen that often. Yeah, in pubs, if you get smoked by someone, they probably do an emote. But in ranked, at least in my experience, people don't usually emote on you. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just because there's so many good players around that if you take the time to even hesitate, you could get eliminated. But it actually happened to me today. So let me just show you the clips. Okay, so here we go. This was my first match of the day. And of course, your first match is rank protected. So you could drop anywhere and you can die anytime and you won't go down. So I thought, well, if I'm rank protected, I may as well go for one of the best medallions and loadouts in the game, and that's by defeating Megalodon. So I went down to his spawn location. He wasn't roaming around this time. And remember, this is in Elite, so I'm up against champs, I'm up against Unreal players, basically all the best. So I was going to make a detour over at Sandy Steps, but I saw one guy going there, and he had a better drop than me, so I was like, nah, I'm just going to bypass that. I'll land on the outskirts over here near Megalodon. But of course, other people had the same idea. I could only see 2 people gliding in, so I thought my odds were pretty good. So I had a pretty good loadout here. I got the fists already. I had a blue enforcer and a blue pistol. So I know there's 2 guys here, and this guy just comes out of the blue and starts pushing me. So I panic a little bit, and he just hits me so absolutely hard that I run for my life. I mean, there was nothing I could do there. I missed 3 shots, and he just annihilates me. So I try to get the hay batter out of here. I'm only at 30 health, no shield, nothing to my name that's gonna save my life. I try to go over this island, but then I saw someone scurry away, so I was like, oh great, I'm stuck. Then this guy comes at me with an SUV, so I'm just literally fleeing for my life at this point. A few people shoot me from the rig, I get cracked again, and again I'm scrambling, trying to get out of here. I throw a bunker down just for some distraction, but then I botch the fist. Has anyone ever done that before? You try to go up in the air and it just starts throwing fists? I hate that. So 44 HP and a dream. I do have my overshield. I'm trying to look for some nitro or some cacti. And then all of a sudden, this guy knows that I'm weak, and he just starts pushing me in the car. Then he hops out of the car and leaves it for me. So I was like, oh, piece of candy. I'll go over here and take this hot rod. See you later, kid. And I try to drive off into the sunset. Again, there's just people everywhere around here. And I know I don't have much time to loot up. So I'm driving towards every cactus that I can find. And I know this guy's still lurking in the back because he got a taste of blood. He could tell I didn't have any shield, and I'm literally about 1 shot. So any second, I'm anticipating this guy to come flying out of the woodwork. I drive over here where there could be a slurp truck, but it looks like someone already took it. So again, I'm just driving around looking for some cactus. All of a sudden, I see footsteps, and boom! I get EMP'd. I was like, okay, that's no big deal. There's another SUV right here. Let's hop right into it. So I get in. All of a sudden, I boost, and then boom, EMP'd again. I was like, oh my goodness, 2 EMPs. There's no way this guy has a 3rd one. And look, another car right from me. Hop into it, drive away, boom, EMP'd again. I said, are you kidding me? And then he lasers me. So this guy did none of the work. This is not the same guy that damaged me before, and he decides to emote on me. And I was like, what? I could understand if maybe he cracked me, if he did all the damage. But no, this guy just saw me driving around, somehow had 3 EMP grenades, and hit me with all 3 of them. I mean, the odds of that are just absolutely crazy. So not only was I weak to begin with, he barely did anything to me other than prevent me from driving away, then he emotes on me. So I was like, that's terrible. Why would you do that? So at the time, I was ranked 80% in Elite, by the way. And obviously, as you can see, it was rank protected. So that was the first game I played. So I ready up and I'm spectating him because obviously it takes a long time to get into a match when you get that high of a rank. And this guy comes flying in, he jumps into his car, tries to do the pickaxe trick, but it doesn't work. Then he tries to blow up the car. They both hop out, he chases him for a while, but that's where the mistakes were made and he goes down. So then I'm thinking, okay, this guy that just eliminated me and danced on me is now being readied up in a queue, as am I. So we could potentially get into the same game again. So I watched the kill feed and I didn't see the guy thank the bus driver. But that doesn't necessarily mean he's not in the game. Some people just don't automatically thank the bus driver. But I know his name started with an E and it had BBY in it. So I'm playing this one extremely cautious because I lost my rank protection. I'm landing in the very, very northern aspect of the map to try and play it slow and safe. So eventually the coast is clear. I come over here and I talk to this guy. He sells a combat shotgun, so of course I buy one of those and I hire him. So this is one of the guys that drops you specific items. So for example, if you're holding shockwaves, he could drop you shockwaves. Or if you're holding bunkers, he can drop you bunkers. He doesn't drop EMPs, unfortunately, because that would be amazing. So as I'm waiting here, I keep getting circle after circle after circle. So I thought, well, why not just stay on this island and kind of screw around for a bit? So I kept putting up bunkers all over the place, and he would keep giving me bunkers. So I had a whole fortress of solitude over here, but unfortunately the next circle was farther away, so I had to leave it. But it was quite the masterpiece. So now I'm in a top 17 situation. Storm is closing in on me, so I rotate over. So I hear gunshots up here, and I do see that some of the medallion guys are right up here as well. So I start crouching just a little bit. Storm is actually closing in a little faster than I anticipated, and this guy's just waiting. So I don't know if he saw me. So I chuck an EMP, and I didn't see him to the right of the car. I thought he was still in it. I hit him, but he absolutely lasers me. So I pop the cola, try to shockwave over, and of course everyone in this mode has good aim now. So he hits me a few times. I shock again, and then I put up at least one of my bunkers to try and return fire. So he comes flying at me, but for some reason misses, and I put the worst EMP of my life, and then I hit him 55, and I think he panics because of my NPC. But right as he leaves, another vehicle comes flying in. And then I panic hard because this guy just came out of the blue. I missed so many shots here, but he does as well, and boom! Look who it is. The same guy that emoted on me. So I throw a bunker down immediately, and I just go for the quickest emote I can grab, the scythe one. I can see him looking in the bottom left, but he also brought another spectator. And then one of them backs out. So I don't know which guy backed out, if it was him or if it was the guy that he brought along with him. So now only one person is spectating me, but I did get that emote off, so I know he saw it for at least a second. I was absolutely blown away that the same guy, out of the blue, he comes flying at me again, and I got to return the emote. And I know he saw it. I absolutely know he saw it. So I was just having the time of my life. After that, it was just perfect. I didn't care if I won or lost the match after I got the emote on the guy that emoted on me. And we had a legit fight there. It's not like I did to him what he did to me, aka he was like 5 HP and I just finished him off. In fact, I was low again this time. You saw my health was half full and my shield was half full, and I still managed to win the encounter. So just a little bit of karma in some elite ranked. I couldn't believe it happened, but it definitely made my day. As for the rest of this match though, unfortunately I could never find any heals, so I was at very, very low HP the rest of the match. I did make it to a top 5 situation. I tried to hop in this guy's car to do the pickaxe trick, but I messed up, and then he kept bumping me and making my shield go down even more, so I was basically a sitting duck at this point. I did manage to pick up a medallion, and I got absolutely lasered. 4 HP in a dream. I never did get a chance to actually shoot anyone, and then I bite the dust and got 3rd place. So it was worth it though, just to emote on the guy that emoted on me. A little bit of karma coming back in Fortnite 0 build Elite Ranked. So there you go, that's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is tabortime.